misery, full of misery. I remember another incident, again in a very remote village of northern India. A very learned monk participated. After 5 or 6 days, he comes to me. Goenka-ji, between 12 and 1, you gave interviews to the students. And just 10 minutes, in those days, students were less, so I used to give 10 minutes to each student. 10 minutes. For these householders, what questions they have got? Even 10 minutes is too much for them. I'm a monk, recluse. I've got so many questions. Please give me half an hour. I said, Reverend Sir, I know you will be talking about philosophies and all that, and I am not interested. I can't give you time. Oh, no, Goenka-ji, last 5 days or so, I have understood all these philosophical talks are useless. I will talk only about the technique. About the technique? Why you require half an hour for technique? No, please give me half an hour. All right, somehow I managed, come. And he came. 2, 3, 5 minutes he talked about the technique. And suddenly the topic was changed, subject was changed. Goenka-ji, from that big city from which he came. Goenka-ji, in that big city, your monastery, my monastery? Monasteries are always for the monks, not for the householders. I am a householder, how can I have monastery? Goenka-ji, try to understand, your monastery. Reverend Sir, I can't have a monastery. I am a householder and I carry such a colossal proof, testimonial that I am a householder. How can I have a monastery? And he keeps on saying, Goenka-ji, you are monastery, you are monastery. And after that he says, Goenka-ji, in your monastery, you are elephant. My elephant? What is talking? And then suddenly it clicked in my mind. This is India, a wonderful country, a vast country, having so many traditions. There is a tradition, some people have a strong belief that throughout the life, we don't use this dirty word I and mine. We don't use. Whenever I have to say I will say you. Whenever I have to say mine, I will say your. Now I understand. Yes, Reverend Sir, my monastery, my elephant. Go ahead, what went wrong? Look, he is a recluse, renounced everything. He has built a monastery in the midst of the city without the permission of the council or municipality. And now an order has come, they will smash it, they will break it. And in the midst of the city, elephant is not allowed to be kept there. So order has come to take it out. And from somewhere he learned that the Lord Mayor of the municipality of that city had been to Burma and had stayed with me as my guest. So Goenka-ji, just a few words from you and your monastery will be saved. Your elephant will be saved. He doesn't use the word I, doesn't use the word mine, but tremendous amount of attachment. Attachment is bound to bring misery. Nothing but misery, misery. Deeper the attachment, deeper the misery is bound to be. There would not have been any misery if I develop attachment to this I, and this I remains eternal all the time, and I develop attachment to the mind, and this mind remains eternal. There is no misery. But the trouble is, this I does not remain eternal. Mind does not remain eternal. Whatever I say, mine passes away and I am helpless. I can't do anything. Or if this remains, the so-called I passes away and I am helpless. A departure, a separation is bound to come, and that brings so much misery. If the attachment is there, if the clinging is there, the misery is so great. Another attachment one develops, main is this I, turns into mine, and then my views, my philosophy, my dogma, my belief, my religion, my tradition, tremendous amount of attachment. One does not understand that I am wearing colored glasses and I have got attachment towards the color of the glass. If I wear red color glass, for me everything is red, red, red. Somebody is wearing green color glass, for him everything is green, green, green. We keep on fighting with each other. I can't convince him that it is all red, he can't convince me that it is all green. We keep on fighting, break each other's head, still we can't come to terms because the attachment, and the attachment is to the color. We don't see things as they are. This big attachment brings big misery. Then in some cases there is attachment towards rites, rituals, ceremonies, etc. Not here I have seen, but back in the East, people are so very much attached to their daily rites, their daily rituals. They come to the course And they say, why you stop these rites, rituals? Give me just 15 minutes, I finish my rite and then come and meditate. And you say no. They become so agitated because of that. Later on, of course, they start realizing, but initially, because of the attachment, the misery is there. These 4 big attachments make us so miserable, so miserable. And he was there to go deeper, deeper. Why after all this attachment? And it became clearer and clearer. A craving arises. Craving for something that you want. You want to possess. You want to retain. And it very soon turns into clinging, attachment. A craving, you want to get rid of something, you don't like it. And tremendous amount of attachment towards this craving, you don't want it. You want to get rid of it, and yet you can't get rid of it. Oh, the craving turns into clinging, into attachment, and the misery starts. Why this craving? He was not playing an intellectual game. He was not reading scriptures or discussing scriptures. He was experimenting like a scientist what is happening deep inside. A small little desire starts. You start liking it. And how quickly it turns into craving. A small little desire to get rid of something which turns into aversion. Oh, tanaha. In the language of those days, craving means tanaha. Tanaha pacchaya upadanang. Craving turns into clinging. Small little desires turn into craving and craving into clinging. Why these small little desires even? What is the cause? It became so clear because he was experiencing it. Vedana pacchaya tanaha. These sensations on the body. When one experiences sensations on the body, and if the sensation is pleasant, you start liking it, which very soon turns into craving, clinging. When the sensation is unpleasant, when you experience unpleasant sensation, very soon it turns into aversion, hatred. You like to get rid of it. The craving is to get rid of it. Oh, the sensations. Vedana pacchaya tanaha. Pacchaya means the cause. The Vedana means sensation. Sensation is the cause of your craving which turns into clinging. Why these sensations? What is the cause? He was experimenting. What's happening? Phassa-pacchaya vedana. There is a contact, and as soon as there is a contact, there is bound to be a sensation on the body. Contact of what? With what? These 6 sense doors. The eyes. Contact of the eyes with some shape, some form, some color, some light, the object of the eyes. As it comes in contact, there is bound to be a sensation. Object of the ear sense door, a sound comes in contact with the ear sense door, there is bound to be a sensation. Nose sense door, a smell coming in contact, bound to be a sensation. Tongue sense door, a taste coming in contact, bound to be a sensation. Body sense door, there is a contact of something tangible, bound to be a sensation. And the mind sense door, any thought, any emotion, there is bound to be a sensation on the body. Oh, contact. Why this contact? And it was so simple, so clear. Sarayatan pacchaya phassa. Phassa means contact. Sarayatan means these 6 sense doors. So long as one is having these 6 sense doors, the respective objects, the entire world is full of respective objects. There is bound to be one contact or the other, one sense door or the other. The contact is because of these 6 sense doors that we carry and their respective objects in the world. Why these 6 sense doors? What is the cause of this? So clear. Nama rupa pacchaya saraitanam. Nama means the mental structure. Rupa means the physical structure. The combination of these two. As soon as this combination started, that means the life flow started, the continuum of the life started, it started with these 6 sense doors. Why this mind and matter life started like this? And it was so clear. Vijnana pacchaya nama rupam. This flow of consciousness is there all the time. And as soon as one life ends, this flow of consciousness comes in contact, arises somewhere else. It keeps on arising, passing. At the time of death, it passes. Then again, it arises somewhere in another life, another body, and starts flowing in the same way. Vijnana pacchaya nama rupam. Why this vijnana? What is the cause of it? And it was so clear. sankhara pachaya vinyana. This mental volitional actions that you take place, all mental volitional actions are responsible for the consciousness of the next moment. This moment I generate a sankhara. This word you will be listening again and again, sankhara, the mental volitional action. When you generate sankhara, next moment consciousness arises. You generate sankhara, next moment consciousness arises. At the time of death, a very deep sankhara, which is like a deep line drawn on the rock with chisel and hammer, that arises on the surface, gives a strong push, and the consciousness arises somewhere else. So the flow continues because of the sankhara. Why this sankhara? And it was so clear, avidya pachaya sankhara. Oh, ignorance, ignorance. Everybody is generating sankhara because of ignorance. What ignorance? Not ignorant because one has not gone to any school or college. Not ignorant because one has not read scriptures. Not ignorant because one has not listened to Dhamma talks. Nothing doing. Ignorance at the experiential level. One does not know how the misery is arising deep inside, how there are sensations everywhere, and how pleasant sensation one reacts with the sankhara of craving, how unpleasant sensation one keeps on reacting with the sankhara of aversion. This whole process continues deep inside, and one at the surface level doesn't know anything what is happening. And this process of multiplication, generating misery, multiplying misery, generating sankhara, multiplying sankhara. Oh, ignorance, ignorance. The whole chain became so clear. Every link was so clear. Avidya pachaya sankhara. Because of ignorance one generates sankhara. Sankhara pachaya vinyana. Because of sankhara there is vinyana, the consciousness. Vinyana pachaya nama rupam. Because of the consciousness a new life in mind and matter starts. Nama rup pachaya sadayatanam. With this mind and matter, 6 sense doors are there. Sadayatan pachaya phassa. Because of that the contact is there. And phassa pachaya vedana. And because of the contact a sensation is there. And vedana pachaya tanaha. And because of the sensation a craving is there. Vedana pachaya tanaha. Tanaha pachaya upadanam. And this craving turns into clinging, into deep attachment. Upadan pachaya bhava. And because of this deep attachment to the craving, the process of bhava, bhava means flow of life. The flow of life keeps on flowing, flowing, it gets all the strength. Every time one comes to the end of the life, this bhava, the sankhara which is so deep is called bhava sankhara, which is responsible to give a new life. So the process of becoming continues. It does not stop at the end of the life, it continues. Bhav pachaya jati. And because of this process of becoming, even after death, a new life starts. Jati, again a life, a birth comes. And when the birth comes, jati pachaya chara, maranam, shok, paridev, dukh, domanasupayasa sambhavanti. Whenever a life starts, it has to pass through all these miseries. Miseries of old age, misery of disease, misery of death, misery of wanted things not happening, unwanted things happening, all kinds of physical and mental miseries one has to pass because the birth has started. It became so clear, the whole process became so clear, which can become clear with anybody who goes deeper, getting rid of the ignorance, understanding the truth at the experiential level. Now it was clear how this process of misery, how it starts, how it keeps on multiplying, how to get rid of it, how to come out of it, how to break this chain, this link, this chain full of links. Which link has to be broken? Where the chain has to be broken? A life has started already with nama and rupa, that means mind and matter, the flow has started. What to do? Shall I commit suicide and the problem gets solved? Oh no, it does not get solved. One does not come out of misery. When one is committing suicide, what is the volition of the mind at that time? What is the condition of the mind? Full of agony. The last mind of the life is full of agony. It will produce nothing but a new life full of agony. The next mind is full of agony because it is the product of the last mind of this life. suicide does not solve any problem. One cannot come out of misery by suicide. Then, when the nama and rupa is there, mind and matter is there, the life is flowing, then these 6 sense doors, I better destroy them. The eyes, the ears, the nose, the tongue, all right, and then body, and then mind. Again it will be suicide. How to destroy them? Then all the respective objects around the world, destroy them. Impossible. How can I destroy all that? When these 6 doors are there and the respective objects are there, contact is bound to be there. You can't run away from that. And when the contact is there, the Vedana, the feeling, the sensation is bound to be there. You can't get rid of it. And here the wisdom arose. This is the place where I can use an X and cut the link here. The Vedana is bound to come so long as one is alive. Things keep on getting in contact. This door, that door, at least the mind and matter keep on getting in contact every moment, and there is a sensation. There is a sensation. With sensation, because of ignorance, because of avidya, with sensation, tanha arises, craving arises, aversion arises. Now, one has to turn the whole thing. Sensation will be there, but with sensation, wisdom will arise. The reality, the characteristic. Oh, what is sensation? This is not eternal. This is not permanent. It has a reason to pass away. Look, let me observe how long it lasts. And yes, it has